That's right, sir. That's right. Shag Dog Spitter Swallow Beer Review. I'm back. Continuing our March Toberfest, aka Spring Fling Festival of Beers. And this one's not actually a German beer, but it is a German style Sprecher Brewery, which is out of somewhere in Wisconsin. I know it's in Wisconsin. I'll look up the town for you, okay? I could do that. I can do that. It's no problem whatsoever. Glendale, Wisconsin. And it's a Schwarzbier, ranked number 8 on Beer Advocate for Schwarzbier. Gets a 90 on Beer Advocate, 6% ABV. No info on Beer Advocate besides won the bronze medal in the European Darks category at the 1988 Great American Beer Festival. Black Bavarian style lager. It does have some print on there, but it's so small I can't see it, and my light is not very good in here. Brew good things, and it also says fire brewed for bold flavor. Some other info in the description, so if you want to look that up, be my guest. And I figure I got to work tonight. I got off work this morning a little late, but usually I get off at 7. I got out of work about 7:30. I was sitting here watching some YouTube, and I'm like, you know what? Let's do a beer review. Oh, shit. That just went all over the place. Horrible. So I was like, yeah, and now my damn allergies are acting up, too. I probably shouldn't have drank this. Probably should have just took some allergy medication and went to bed. But screw it, right? Yeah, very weird because no fizz or anything on the can or a little bit there, but it was like weird when I opened it. Just opened real easily and sprayed all over the damn place. Not like it was sprayed from the carbonation being shaken up or anything. Just, I don't know, maybe it was filled up too high in the can. Yeah, so look at that. I don't have really good lighting, but it's definitely dark. Maybe a hint of brown in there. Black with a light shade of brown in it. I don't see anything else. Head's a pinky, kind of a tan, dark beige head. Looks pretty good. Anything else, Beer Advocate? Nothing. I like to give a little info on the beer, but anyhow, it's a Schwarzbier style black lager made by Sprecher Brewing, and they do most of their beers are like German styles, I believe. Let me look at their website real quick. Well, not their website, but on Beer Advocate, just a list of their beers. They got some Belgium type beers too: Tripel, Braggot, Schwarzbier, Doppelbock, Scotch Ale, Russian Imperial Stout, Doppelbock, IPA. So they do more than just German style beers, but they do have German styles, Hefeweizen, German Pilsner. But they do a lot of different styles, actually. What I read on some other things said they just specialize in German beers, but they do have other beers besides German style beers. So actually quite a bit. A couple IPAs, American Lager, English Brown Ale. Yeah, so they do a lot of stuff, actually. If I was going to go through the list and tell you how many German style beers they did, it would take me a little while, so I'm not going to do that. But anyhow, let's get into this one. Yeah, it looks good. Pretty dark. Slight cocoa, maybe, coffee. Slight maltiness. Smells pretty good. It's not, heavy on the aromas, but maybe even a little bit of a nuttiness in there. Smells all right, then. I like black lagers, so let's get into it, shall we? Cheers, my friends. Or Prost. Yeah, easy to drink. Light maltiness, light cocoa, a light coffee. Not real strong on any of them. Easy to drink. I'll say the maltiness, not really light, but kind of a mild to light. A little bit of like a nuttiness in there too. Not sort of like a brown ale, but the nuttiness part of it at least. But then the cocoa and the slight, very slight coffee. I think I pick up more cocoa than coffee. It's not bad. Really, really easy to drink. It's nice and cold too. Matter of fact, it's too cold. Probably needs to be about 5 degrees warmer. Man, really good for a Saturday morning of drinking beer. That's what I do best. Drink beers at odd times. That's what I do best. Nice warm day here. Right now it's 65 degrees here at 10:24 a.m. South Carolina. I go back to work tonight. My place of work just keeps getting worse and worse. When I first started there, I mean, it was hard work. Don't get me wrong when I started. And I'm not going to say just because I was new, I thought it was easy. Even when they finally put me in my permanent position, pretty hard job physically, but I enjoyed it. I was getting a good workout. It wasn't too much. They had me do this tough stuff. I'd go work in the easy section, come back, have to finish up strong. But I liked it. It made time go by fast. Now I'm doing all that, besides going to the easy section and working in some other sections. Not really hard, but I'd rather do that harder part stuff first, But anyhow, they came in, redesigned the whole place, screwed crap up on me. You can't make me happy. I do not like change. So I am looking into a new job. Pays about $3 or $4 more an hour. It has 3 days off, 10-hour shifts. 3 days off. The only bad thing about that is 10-hour shifts. And here in South Carolina, they don't have no state law where they have to give you a 30-minute lunch. So 10-hour shift, they give you 2 20-minute breaks, from what I hear. So, I mean, I could try it, see how it is. One guy I used to work with said it's easy compared to where I'm at now. So, I could try it. We'll see. Back to the beer, where I should have been talking about the beer for the whole time. Well, my hair is all a mess, just slicking back, but that's okay. Thanks to that one viewer that popped in for a few seconds. Thanks for helping the algorithm. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. That'll really help for your, 10-second visit. Yeah, pretty good. Me and Jammer did some beer reviews the other day. They just didn't quite turn out good. I think we should start recording the beer reviews. We got to come up with a formula too. We start doing a beer review. He talks about his, I talk about mine. And even before we start sipping, we start talking about something else. We got to get a formula going. We're all over the damn place. I'm all over the damn place. Who cares, right? Well, you know what? I got to find out the 9 apps that are slowing my computer down and get rid of them. It says your computer's being slowed down by 9 apps. Well, it doesn't show that the apps are up and running, so why would it be slowing down by it, right? I had a new computer anyhow. This thing's like 6 or 7 years old. It still works pretty good, but I need something with HD. Yeah, so what am I going to give this beer? Man, for what it is, nice, easy drinking black lager, maybe a more akin to the German style of Schwarzbier. Have you ever had a, say, when it was popular for the 1 or 2 years that it was out mainstream, the Guinness Black Lager? That was considered a Schwarzbier, at least by Beer Advocate. That was like a lager that had a slight Guinness taste to it. If you drink a German Schwarzbier, totally different taste. Similarities, but yeah, black lager, black lagers. I love black lagers, right? Schwarzbier. Schwarz in German is black. Beer, B-I-E-R, beer, black beer. Schwarzbier, if I'm pronouncing that right. I see this car pulling up. Simply German for black beer. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily heavy or light in body, although most examples tend to be lighter. Unlike porters or stouts and other dark beers, they are not overly bitter with the burnt and heavily roast malt characteristics that these styles tend to depend on. Instead, hops are used to achieve a good portion of the bitterness, smooth on the palate, soul lifted, and refreshing with a dry finish. Schwarzbiers make a great alternative for winter months, especially when you're looking for a lighter beer, but one with depth of color and bittersweet taste that might bring to mind coffee, cocoa, or licorice. Yeah, it has all that, and a slight nutty taste with this one. So, I mean, yeah, what am I going to get this? Got a 90 on Beer Advocate. I don't know if I'd go that high, but I'd be pretty close. I'm going to give this a B plus and a swallow. B plus and a swallow. Swarter. B plus and a swallow and a quarter. Yeah, pretty easy to drink. I like it. It would be a nice winter beer. Now that we're coming out of winter, though, yeah, spring now. I do have another beer by these guys. I think it's a Pilsner, I believe, but I don't have that chilling. I don't even have any other beers chilling. They're all in my beer closet. So I do have a Guinness that I reviewed already. And I got some Yingling, I think, in the fridge. Might do a drinking and thinking vid. What do you think? Talk about some stuff that's going on in the world. Maybe I'll Googleize some trending topics. I got the ALEXA, the screen one. I forget what it's called, but giving me different topics right now, like Xena Nutrition Organic Super Greens, telling me to buy it, I guess. Now it's a picture of the girl, the witch, whatever the hell that newer musical for the Wizard of Oz is called. I don't even know what the hell it's called. Is it called no, it's not called the Wizard. Is it called Emerald? Maybe it's called Emerald. I started watching that Emerald or whatever else called. I just could not get into it. The singing, the lady that plays Gilda, I know she's was a singer. Is that the one that was crying about, people being deported or something? Yeah, very horrible acting. Now the lady playing the Wicked Witch, not bad acting, but I don't even know what the hell it's about. It would have been better if they made it a more of a fantasy sci-fi movie instead of like a musical and put better actresses in it. Yeah, in my own opinion. I would have been more entertained with actual good lines, a good story, how the Wicked Witch became wicked, stuff like that. I mean, the story was actually there. They just had the musical, and probably if someone else wrote the lines better and the story better a little bit too, going to a school. I guess that's possible, but I didn't even get through to see how Gilda got her powers because I didn't even get that far because she didn't have any powers to begin with. So I don't even know if she even had powers because if you really think about it, well, wait, in a regular Wizard of Oz, she, with a flick of her wand, she made the shoes go from the dead witch of the east under the house to Dorothy, the ruby red shoes. And that's the only magic what other, man, I ain't got my phone to Googleize it right now. It's upstairs charging, damn it. Yeah, what other magical thing? She floated in the bubble, but in the newer thing, she's like, it's some type of chair in the bubble. So maybe the chair is creating a floating bubble. That was, kind of at the end of the movie, but they're flashback through the movie. So maybe she doesn't have powers. I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing. Let me know in the comments. Also, like and subscribe. Let us know what you want to hear while we're drinking beer. Yeah, so I might do one more drinking and thinking. Got to clean up this mess from this beer that went all over when I opened it. But after that, I will start up a new video, do a little bit of drinking and thinking. I could do one more beer, maybe two if I'm lucky. And Saturday morning beer festival. That's right. Shag Dog is here, my friends, to save the day. Save the day, Shag Dog. That's what they said, and I'm doing it. We'll see on the next one. Hope I'm not lagging. I think I'm lagging again. Fucking internet and my computer. Yep. Fuck. I think it's my internet too. Spit or Swallow beer review. I am Shag Dog. We'll see you on the next one.